already there. Just refresh the
Well,
page and
shit.
yet to see anything.
Yeah, I normally get a notification.
Same.
Oh, I see us live.
Hey.
We are live. Alrighty, that's good. That's good. Just double checking everything. Hello, everyone. We are back. Power Rangers Ancient Charge versus Shinobi Charge. We are back. With some delays, but we are back here for a big finale and the big arc of our Rangers from Ancient Charge and Shinobi Charge teaming up to becoming best Ranger buds. Alright. I'd like to
It
introduce
felt like only yesterday we were killing each other.
I'd like to introduce everyone, starting from Ancient Charge, Ozzy.
Hello, my name is JP, and I play Ozzy Malone, the Ancient Charge Orange Ranger.
And our newest addition to Ancient Charge, who will be showing up in this episode, is Ewan O'Brien, played by...
Hello, I am the Doctor, and I am going to be the Ancient Charge Green Ranger, Ewan O'Brien.
And last but not least for Ancient Charge, we have Artemis Inc., played by...
Hi, my name is Raybo. I will be playing Artemis Inc., Ancient Charge White Ranger.
And that's for our 3 Ancient Charge Rangers. Next up, we have Shinobi Charge, Dare, played by...
Hello, everybody. My name is Alex, and I will be playing Dare Caligai.
And next on Shinobi Charge is Kyosuke Kato, played by...
Hey guys, I'm Kane Chaotic. I'll be playing Kyosuke Kato, the ancient, goddamn scuff. Shinobi Charge Red.
Oh, admitting that he wants to be an Ancient Charge Ranger.
It's been a while, alright? Give me a break. I have a concussion.
I'll fly that banner.
Must be
No
one of
worries.
us that confirmed.
Unfortunately for us, Katie Reed will not be here for the finale, but she will be with us in our hearts for the last of the Shinobi Charge Rangers. Last we left off, our Rangers discover themselves in a strange situation, a reverse mirror world of some strange sort. And after discovering this and discovering each other and making their way to the training room, they met up with their mentors who were strangely reversed as well. Before opting for physical violence, our Rangers decided to settle things with their fists.
Listen, we woke up in the morning, we were grumpy, we decided violence. Violence it is today.
I definitely, immediately punched a mirror.
I woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And my hair literally turned green. How do you think I feel?
Green with envy?
No, my hair color was originally red. In this parallel universe thingamajiggy stuff,
Yes.
my hair is now
You're
green.
envying red.
You're envying red. You're green.
I'm envying myself?
Yes.
Whoa.
You're envying your former self.
Oh my god, I'm the reverse Kato.
Indeed.
I'm a reverse ninja.
So you're bad at sneaking, and every time you throw a kunai, it hits yourself?
Oh my god, I'm Naruto.
Alright, last left off, everyone, you went and morphed, ready to face off against your strange mirror mentors as you question their motives. And as you morph, you all are ready to fight. You're in your fighting pose as your mentors morphed just as well as they were provoked by you all. And as you morphed to your original colors, and then something goes wrong.
Uh-oh.
As you morph, your colors suddenly switch to the reverse, and then your morphed form shatters into a million pieces.
What now?
You're back in your regular clothing and colors, what you were wearing before you entered the mirror world.
What in the fresh hell is going on?
And as this happens, a blast of energy emanates from y'all, coming outwards, and it knocks your mentor, your reverse mentors, flying back around 200 feet back, and they slam into the walls of the training room as they just go through the walls with such force that the entire room shakes. And then the lights turn off. And at that moment, Ancient Charge, you hear a familiar voice yell, "The power's off! Everyone, run to the exit and follow my voice. Keep running." Ancient Charge, the ones who are present here, Artemis, Ozzy, you recognize this as Haley's voice.
Haley, what?
And it just never ends, does it?
Guess not. Let's do this.
Come on, Dare. Let's go.
You begin to run, Ancient Charge, Shinobi Charge, you're running behind, following them, and you could hear Haley giving you instructions as you run through the hallways. It feels like you're running forever. Everyone give me athletics.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Ew.
Well,
Not too bad. Not too bad.
oh,
Oh,
sweet
no.
God.
Oh.
Damn
Oh.
snag.
Well, all right, so Kyosuke, would you like to keep the snag, or would you like to re-roll a story?
That would be spending the one we would get from that, right?
You don't get the story point unless you accept the snag. Otherwise, you're using up one of your own.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, if
Okay,
we keep it, we have a story point.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that. Come on. Still roll with the snag, though, right?
Yes,
Fortunately.
Okay. Okay, that's much better.
that's a
Much
better
better, much
result.
better.
Much better result.
Phew.
Everyone, you just sort of take off running, almost out of breath. It's the morning, at least for you guys. It feels like it's the morning. You guys are just getting the adrenaline pumping through as you follow the voice. As you hear like you don't hear the sounds of your mentor, but you do hear like the emergency alarms go off in the base. And Shinobi Charge, you could hear the sounds of it just going dirt, dirt, and Shinobi Charge. You've been basically briefed that you briefed the Ancient Charge that if this ever happens, it means the base has been compromised. But by compromise, they probably mean you.
Mm.
And eventually, after all this running and getting all this tired, getting all this sort of exhaustion, like getting the morning drowsiness off, you all exit the base and you arrive in this like underground cavern. With a large sort of underground waterfall just like coming over.
All right, where do we go from here now?
You say that,
Memory
Kyo.
y'all-
Go on.
I was saying, I don't know, y'all. This is your base's escape plan.
I mean, if memory serves, we would take a left and then we go down like a quarter this way. But if we're still in the reverse world, we would have to turn right and there's that way. And Dare just books it.
I guess today's opposite day. As he just starts following along.
I thought we got kicked back to normal.
I'm confused. I don't know what's happening.
Dare stops in his tracks and it's just like, oh no, are we back to normal or are we this? Oh no.
I don't know. You
Artemis,
tell me.
What
Is my
color
hair
is my ship?
Artemis looks up.
Say what-
Haley, are you still there?
You look up and from a wall, there's like a tiny speaker, and you hear, "I'm still here, guys. You
Which way are we going?
Go ahead and then take a right." She goes. Then there's a little cart device you'll have to go in and ride. It'll hit straight to the cyber cafe.
Excellent. Keep
Alright.
us updated. And Artemis runs. I want to keep
Alright.
up.
But yeah,
Let's
just
go.
casual glances back to your outfits. You're back in your normal clothing.
my hair red again?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Did you take your phone out to take a selfie so you could see it?
Your hair is red except for that one streak of green.
He has like a mirror. It's like, I need to do my hair a bit. Oh, Oh, I need
No,
to
if
do
any-
the whole hair dye back again.
No, if anything, when she made the comment of like, "Are we back to normal?" I would have literally looked at Dare's like, "I don't know. You tell me. Is my hair still green?"
Is his hair still green?
No, it's back to normal. No longer the green.
It's still green.
I turn my head back as we're running to look at him in the eyes. Like,
I just smile at him.
yeah, he sees that and he's just like, haha, very funny.
As y'all run and you see these little mine carts, they look like they've been recently placed there. They look new. They're not rusting. They have some like lever controls. There's enough for everyone. There's enough space for all of you to pile into one.
All right, everybody, and I'll start pushing.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
I'm sorry, what did I miss? Everything kind of glitched out for a second. What
We're
am I
hopping in
piling
a
into?
mine. We're hopping in a mine car. We're gonna dig down a little bit. Maybe we can get diamond this time.
This isn't Minecraft.
It is
No.
now.
You know, diamonds are real, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
Or
Well, we're
Artemis.
about to-
He did describe the minecart system as being a minecart with a lever.
But yes,
So
Artemis,
technically-
you're pushing it, correct?
I'm gonna push until it gets going, and then I'm gonna hop in.
All right, let's see how
Alright.
well you do. Give me another athletics.
Okay.
I'm going to make our best impersonation of Mario Kart.
Please be a 1. Yes.
Oh,
I'm keeping it.
dude! It was
I'm keeping
literally a
it.
20 and a 1. What the
Keeping it.
frick?
Keeping it.
Oh my god.
All right, you're keeping it. That's a story point.
You
Heck
literally
yeah.
you both got a nat 1 and a nat 20. I am so tilted. What the frick?
This is going great so far.
That's cursed.
I mean, it's
Talking
better
about
than
this-
getting double
This is
20s or
great
double
story.
ones.
This is great storyline. What are you talking
This is
about?
great storytelling. The dice
this
just
is
wants to
cursed.
tell
Yeah.
a certain story. Yes,
yeah,
Artemis.
certain story. It's gonna get us killed.
Yes, Artemis.
Story
As
of our loss.
you begin pushing and pushing and building up a good enough speed, and then there's a downslope. And as you do the final push and like go into like get into the cart, there's a piece of rock. You put your one leg is in. You go into you use the other leg to like push yourself forward upwards into the cart, and your foot lands on this loose piece of rock. As you slip and you tumble backwards as this thing just begins to go downhill at full tilt.
Nice. Nice. I
So
guess I'll
Artemis
hop
is
in a
in.
different one.
I was wanting to try to grab Artemis as
Okay.
we're all
Let's say,
like
yeah.
screaming in.
Can I help with that endeavor?
All right, so that would be an acrobatics check. So Ozzy, you want to help there?
Yes.
What's your specialization score at?
What do you mean? Oh,
Do you have higher than a D2?
acrobatics, I'm at a snag.
I'm at a D2. Okay.
So
oh,
he,
I was gonna
he's-
say, who takes the highest if they're assisting?
Yeah, it takes the highest, and it takes the highest person who's assisting. It says Ozzy's assisting. He doesn't. You don't happen to have for a specialization of gymnastics or anything of that sort, do you, Dare?
No, I've only got a D2 in acrobatics, and that's why I was asking, do you have anything higher? And
Okay, so yeah, that would be
just
he'll
roll
provide
with
you
it.
with an upshift since Ozzy doesn't have a
Or edge.
specialization or edge. Well, edge is if he has specialization along with it from what I read of the rules. So if he doesn't have the requisite skill, it's an upshift.
Okay. So
I'd
roll
rather
it
do
a
Yep.
D4 then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was about to say I'd try to help, but you all kind of beat me to it.
Can I
do it.
spend a story point, guys, to reroll that?
It's either that or
Go
I can
for
give
it.
it a shot because I got a D4 in mine.
Yeah,
Either or.
I would spend the story point.
I'd rather spend the story point. I'm sorry,
Go
but
for it.
All right. All right, we'll re-roll it.
Getting assistance either gives you
Much
edge
better.
or 1-up shift.
All right. 15.
All right, that's a 15. Yeah, Ozzy, there, you both managed to grab onto Artemis's legs and sort of like pull her in around like halfway as the cart just begins going down. And you eventually just like pull her in and like get her into the cart as it begins like speeding down.
Appreciate it.
Up and Adam, let's go.
Just another Tuesday, isn't it?
Leave. It's Thursday.
Thought it was Wednesday.
It's a day.
What day of the week is it?
It's day.
Ends in Y.
It's
Ends in
opposite
Y.
day, clearly.
Oh, so it's ya day.
Okay.
God damn it.
She said this takes us out to her place.
Cyber Cafe, yeah.
Yeah, you begin riding and riding and riding along after that initial burst, and you could hear like the rocks sort of on the wall sort of come tumbling down from the speed, and you're kicking up, and the car itself is kicking up loose rocks. And then as it's speeding down, it must be like 30 minutes or so. You've just been sitting there, sort of hearing the wind rustling past you.
Rye, is
Yes.
there a break in this thing at all?
You look, and there are several levers. You assume that one of them is the brakes.
There's
Awesome.
if there's a big red brake, or if there's a big red button, push it. It might be turbo.
In fact,
That's
there is
Warhammer.
Is
there,
nitrous?
there are several buttons indeed on the cart as well.
All right.
One of
Can
them-
I?
is
Can
one of
I?
them big and red?
Yes, there is a big red.
I would
I'm gonna
like
do it.
to point out that red does not mean faster.
Listen, I may be fast, I may be red, but that don't mean that works every time.
True, but I've seen movies.
Can we just not?
Orc lore.
Can we just not and say we did?
No, I would like to investigate to see if there's any sort of writing
Yeah,
or instructions or something.
Yeah, give me an alertness, and you have specialization in perception or investigation. You can roll that specialization.
$14.
All right, not bad. Yeah, you looked, you can look through Artemis, and there are a set of instructions, sort of like on the front, a little bit near the bottom, where the levers are, and it clearly tells you what the buttons that the levers do. Some of them sort of adjust the trajectory of where, basically changing when you're up at a certain area, you can press the buttons to like sort of change the tracks of what the cart is going on. The levers are used to adjust different amounts of pressure to the brakes in case you don't want to go too fast. There's a speed limit in one of the caves. You want to fly off one of the rails. And the big red button, as it turns out, is indeed a super mode, a super speed mode.
of course.
And then one of the levers in the corner is the brakes. Though it says that in order to properly apply the brakes, you need to pump it. You need to pull it before you reach your destination. So usually there's the thing that tells you that you're approaching somewhere, that you pump those because it takes a while.
Do we know where we're stopping?
So far, everything, there have been no signs.
All right, I'm going to like shuffle over to where I can like have my hand on the brake ready to pull it. And I'm just
How-
gonna look at the others and I'm like, we're doing it live.
How big is this minecart, by the way?
It's big enough to
Probably
fit 6
cramped.
people. It's very big.
A little cramped.
It's cramped, but big enough for 6 people.
Oh, keep an eye out. Gotta find something that tells us when we're about to get close. Something's gotta tell us to pump these brakes.
Kioske will kind of start like looking around, making sure there's like if there's any like I don't know, like signs or whatever they might have put in the tunnels to like notify if they're approaching or not.
Yeah.
Can
So you
Oh.
you stood up, right, Kyosuke?
Yeah, he would kind of like stand up, not like to his full height or nothing, but like he would kind of stand up a little bit and just kind of like start scanning in front of him.
So you definitely see up ahead there's a sign that tells you to slow down. But as you stand up, you feel yourself beginning to lose balance. Please roll me an acrobatics.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I just
Mhm.
remember.
does he? Okay. Oh, I'll wait for this to.
Yeah, I have decent acrobatics, thankfully. Oh, sweet baby
Okay.
Jesus. I
You
was
would,
slowing down on that 3 for a second. I got nervous.
yeah, Kyosuke, you tell Ozzy, I see a sign, it says to slow down, and then you almost lose your balance and almost topple off. But at the last moment, you manage to catch yourself on the edge of the edge of the cart.
I'm going to start pulling on the brake just to get us slowed down.
I have a thing, but I'm gonna wait until we get to our destination to say it because this would be 100% something Dare would do. I just remembered in the previous episode, Dare was making biscuits in the oven.
Oh no!
Oh well. They're burnt now.
I don't like that, Rye.
I'm
Don't
not
do
gonna-
that.
I'm not going to. I'm not gonna stand, but I'm still gonna keep lookout up front to see more if more signs appear.
I was gonna say, are we slowing down enough now that we've seen the sign to start slowing down? Like,
Yeah, the cart begins to slow down, and Ozzy, as you pulled it down, you have your hands still on it. You suddenly kind of feel it loose, and then you like pull your hand away, to like let go of it, and then the handle comes off of you.
Voice.
son of a. Kyosuke, like, how are we still going pretty fast?
Yeah, you're still going pretty fast. The brakes are applied, but without the little lever. It's not slowing down as much as you would want. And up ahead, you see like this little little barrier, where the mine carts stop and rest at. There's like it's upcoming.
Oh,
I have an
jeez.
idea. I have an idea. We
I'm
can
open
make-
to anything. Fine.
I can do one of
Alright.
2 things. I can try to summon my power weapon, or I can suddenly use the power of lightning to like reverse magnetize this minecart.
Better idea. I'm gonna try something here. Hang on. Rye, I still have access to my like ninja stuff, right?
As far as you can
Uh,
tell, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a power point to summon the super ninpo free rope, and I'm going to I'm gonna try and kind of lasso it around like one of those like what the fuck? What are the ones that come up from the ground? Stalactite? Is that what those ones are called?
Height, yes.
Yes, the ones that kind of jet up from the ground. He's gonna look over, like try to scan from behind and see if there's the closest like stalactite, like a decently sized one, and try to lasso it around that. I'm assuming that would be a targeting thing for that.
Sorry, I misheard. Stalagmite. It's a stalagmite.
That one, yes.
All right, roll me brawn.
Oh, for the oh.
And if you have specialization in stamina, you can roll
Uh,
specialization.
I was gonna say if the lassoing part to like wrap it around is finesse for targeting, I was just gonna hand the rope off to whoever was the chunkier of one of us.
It would probably be Ozzy or I.
Yeah.
Right, roll me
Um,
acrobatics to successfully pass this off because you're going at a pretty fast pace.
Yeah, like I was gonna try to lasso it first. Is that finesse or something else to do the aiming thing of it?
No, it just automatically succeeds. It's just a story
Oh,
action.
okay, cool.
You just need to
Alright,
pass
so
an
yeah.
acrobatics check to pass it Ozzy. Then Ozzy has to do the brawn check.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, then I'll
I
do
would-
that.
Your dare
How many story points we have
base
left?
checks.
4?
You have 4.
All right. Yeah,
Well,
I'll spend 1 to give myself an edge
No,
on
I-
this.
Ozzy, we can barely hear you going in and out.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out.
Right. Yeah, am I-
No, you're kind of robot-y.
No, yeah, going robot.
Hey.
All right, you manage to successfully hand it off to Ozzy. You know, you summon the rope, throw it, hook it onto the stalagmite. It's like, oh my god, you're having me say it wrong now, Seamus.
Nope, might is the correct one. We figured
No,
that out.
might is the correct one because the best way to remember it: T's hang down, M's spike up.
Mm.
Stalagmites, but yes, Ozzy, Kyosuke just like summons this rope, throws it like he's Indiana Jones, then like he just deftly hands it to you as he like goes back and he keeps his balance.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Much better.
What I was trying to say is I wouldn't recommend handing it off to me for a brawn-based check.
Shit.
Sometimes the
So
dice
it's
can
going
tell a
to be-
story.
Sometimes the
well-
dice also interfere with your mic, so you can't communicate.
Indeed. So we're going with story. Let's go.
Mhm.
Can I spend a
What's your brawn at? Out of curiosity.
Actually,
I'm at a
Uh,
D20. I'm at a snag.
Oh wow!
I'm
I would have been
not.
better off doing it myself then. Holy shit!
I'm not. I have a D2.
I do too.
Well, yes, Ozzy, continue. You want to use a story
Damn.
point to.
Story point to give
Yep.
myself a D2.
Yep, better
Yep.
than having a snag. Yeah.
Okay.
May I
so-
assist?
Since this is going on like super fast, like Kyosuke was like,
Yeah.
he summons it, throws it, ropes it, then he just goes, here you go. And then Ozzy's like, whoa, now I have to do it.
all right.
Oh no.
It's not a crit fail. It's not a fail.
Oh thank God.
Ozzy, you're handed this rope, and this rope somehow manages to like extend on forever and ever, and you're just holding it, and the cart slows down. Everyone, you feel it lurch and lurch as you know the rope along connecting it is slowing it down. Ozzy, you get like tired as it feels like you're about to go and hit that barrier super hard, but at the very last moment, all the inertia sort of like slows down. It's not smooth. It's kind of very bumpy, but it hits the back. It hits the barrier and you jump. It's not a soft like impact. It's like a rough impact, but not enough to like send you all flying out, right? But Ozzy, you are exhausted, so your next skill check, you're gonna get a downshift.
Ugh. Well,
Ow.
rough. Bit of a rough landing there, but we made it. All right, for the most part.
Why did the break break?
That's a
Listen,
good
Ozzy.
question. Can I take a look at it to see if it was just old?
A casual inspection of it seems that it was put in wrong. It was put in the reverse way. Well, for you, the reverse way would be the correct way, but it was put in the wrong way. But it seems that this thing was put in the right way. That's from where you come from. So the parts are mismatched.
That just
This
made my
mirror
head spin.
universe. This mirror universe is making
Everyone's brains are like, huh?
So
No, I follow.
It was put in the right way for us,
Put in the wrong way for
but
the
the
mirror
wrong way
universe.
for a mirror universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as of right now, looking at it, thinking that we're not in the mirror universe, I would think that there was nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
My brain.
Okay. So
It's
here's how this
fine.
would play out. Huh. From just the casual glance, this was put in correctly. There's no
Kyosuke.
way it should have broke.
Kyosuke will just look over at Ozzy and he's like, I know it says on the label break, but that doesn't actually mean you have to break it.
I just did what you're supposed to.
That's a
I
story
swear.
point.
I
That's
promise.
such a Power Ranger thing to say.
It is
I
at this
promise.
moment. It is at this moment that Dare gasps audibly, stands full up, like stands all the way up, and he just goes, "No, we have to go back.
Ozzy gets into a fighting stance. He thinks
We have
something
to
is
go
happening.
back. You don't understand.
Why?
I left the
Why?
oven on."
They're burnt. Deal with it.
No.
It wouldn't be the
Haley, are
first
you
time.
still there?
Wouldn't be
You
the first time he
hear
burnt his biscuits.
a speaker on the cave wall close to fizzle to life, kind of cracked, and he goes, "I'm still here. Did you guys arrive safely?"
Apparently.
Yeah, for mostly.
Where is here?
Well, underneath
where do we
underneath
go?
the cafe. Once you get out, walk a bit forward, and you should see a door. I have it set to open as soon as you approach. Once you go through, you'll emerge out in the center area of the cafe. Well, it's not a cafe anymore. Proceed down into the employee area, Artemis, and then there should be a door that doesn't exist in your world. Go down there and you'll find me and, well, someone else you'll probably be happy to see.
Did you just say that does not exist in our world?
That's correct. I'm the Haley from this world.
So you know we're technically considered quote unquote trespassers in your universe, right?
I've been, well, things are different here. Just come along.
Dare's just gonna give the others like a
interesting.
sideways glance of just like what the Nikes.
Yeah, Kyosuke
So
just kind of
apparently
like.
we're still in this
Yeah.
mirror universe. So let's
Ozzy?
go. And since Artemis knows where she's going, just
Just-
goes.
But
Uh,
does she? It's all backwards here.
Just
Ozzy
everyone
gets
be
a
on your guard.
terrified look on his face and
Why
just
are you
looks at
scared?
Artemis.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too.
You don't
Be on your-
think
Be on your guard. I don't know. It doesn't look the same.
Wait, I might be overthinking this, but I have a theory. I had a thought. If this is so reversed, and points to Artemis, he points over to Artemis. You're technically considered a Black Ranger, and I'm considered a White Ranger. Points over to Ozzy. You're considered technically a Blue Ranger. Points over to Kyosuke, and he goes, and you're technically considered a Green Ranger. Insert wherever Katie is supposed to be, quote unquote. You're
Yellow,
technically
so
considered
pink, maybe.
purple because that's the direct opposition of color spectrums.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I guess we'll find out when we go. Be on your guard. Last time we were in a different reality, it didn't bode so well.
Naturally, especially with a friendly face helping us, that Dare's gonna shut up there.
Friendly face.
If you see
however.
if you see a green, I guess you would call him psycho. It was a mix of green and white and gold and run.
In this universe,
Don't-
he would be
don't-
red, wouldn't
Don't
he?
fight. Don't fight. Run.
Well, also keep on your guard because if this isn't your Haley, for all we know, she could be.
At least she told us.
Mm.
Anyway,
Just
moving
saying,
on.
not everything is as
Moving
it
on.
seems.
That's why I said be on your guard.
Yeah, like you lead them up this area. It looks very much like one of the underground, like one of the like storage areas in the cyber cafe. When you merge out to the double set of doors that open up, you walk through and it closes behind you. The lights turn on. Artemis to you, like this is like definitely like one of the storage areas at the cafe. You basically lead everyone. You know where to go. Up out of this into like the main like cafe area. When you emerge out, it's very different. A lot of the seats. Oh, go
I
on.
was about to say it's the same thing like exactly, or are we going like opposite direction? Like it looks the same, but I have to go opposite, like the doors on the opposite side or something.
Yeah, the doors are or opposite. Yeah, everything's sort of opposite. So when you're going the right way, you're going the opposite way. You're like, oh yes, it's a mirror world. So you go the opposite way, and that's when you emerge out into the main area cafe, and it's very. So Artemis, Ozzy, your last memories of being in another universe where it was a shuttered down cafe. Here, it's not shuttered down. Well, it's closed currently. Uh, looks like it's an off day maybe, or maybe this Haley has closed it just for you guys. But a lot of the things are different. A lot of the tables, chairs, the furniture is different. And Artemis, Ozzy, you spot there's a little tagline for where Haley's Cyber Cafe should be, and it's called Fernandez Mercer's Cyber Cafe.
Okay.
Is Fernandez your last name, Haley?
You don't get a response out in the
Well, let's
area.
keep going. I'll follow the directions that she told us to go.
Interesting.
But by both of your reactions, this doesn't seem right at all.
Well, we're going opposite, and it was called Haley's Cyber Cafe.
Yeah, you follow the directions going the opposite, and you find like this door you've never seen before, sort of situated down, way in the back. It's like it looks futuristic.
I'm
Then you-
assuming
Mhm.
I'm assuming Star Trek. We walk in and just
Yeah, it just goes opens, and lights are already on. What's wrong, boy?
walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Follow
you-
after.
All right. Hold on, my dog is bothering me.
No, it's not bothering. It's asking for loves and affections.
Human, pet me, human.
It's interrupting the moment. Is what it's doing.
Judo, don't
No,
smell.
it is the moment. What are you
Over
talking
there.
about?
No,
Okay.
I've been waiting for my moment for a month. Give me
Human,
this.
pet me.
Where's
Pet me.
Vanessa?
Give me attention. Human.
I don't know why I have to keep repeating this, but Doggo proceeds over all things because Doggo.
Go lay down.
Human,
Care
I
of
need
dog
love.
is at an all-time low because of my grandparents.
Sit.
Human, I need love and affection. Human, please.
All right, I'm back.
Mine are sleeping in their kennels.
I'm sorry. Hold on, he's barking at me now.
Evan,
Oh, woo.
Oh, woo.
What's wrong, boy? Go sleep. Vanessa.
It's a
You
perfect
don't eat
time
dinner
to
yet?
go take a few quick breaks, I suppose.
wow.
Yeah,
This is why I own cats.
probably 5-minute break. I think he's hungry.
I have cats,
Perfect
and
cats.
a dog, so
Yeah, did Judo eat? He's like bothering me right now. Maybe he's hungry.
Well, technically, I have a cat and a kitten.
potato.
And they are both brats.
Oh, no
Well, the
biting.
kitten is a bit broken.
No biting. You gotta be careful. You knock over something, okay? You hungry? Middle of a game, okay, Judo? Play with you afterwards, okay? Okay. Play with you afterwards, okay? Hey, Vanessa, can you get? I think Judo's hungry, maybe. All right, I think I'm back. They wanted some food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
All right.
Is the doctor here? It's gonna be doctor's appearance, so we can't continue until he's here.
I figured that was what we were leading into.
Mm-hmm. So, we got any plans for Halloween?
You, Vanessa? Nah, I'm probably just gonna eat candy for Halloween.
Fair enough.
Probably catch up on Power Rangers.
Doctor's back.
Hey,
Doctor, you're back.
Yes.
I am out of bullets. I must resort to stabbing.
All right.
Okay.
This
no.
is your
Okay, let's
big
talk in the
appearance,
box.
Doctor. So everyone, as you sort of walk in, you're in this like high tech, like very common to see like in Power Ranger headquarters, right? Like sort of like area with like there's like it's like set up in a way that's like sort of spherical. So there's like the main area you walk into. Then there's a like a circular desk, you know, with two halves with like computers and high tech stuff on it. Then on like the walls, there's like computers, just like screens and stuff. And in the center is sitting down on one computer is Haley, who's typing away furiously, and next to her is Ancient Charge, uh, Ozzy, Artemis. You see, like, there's someone you don't recognize wearing this uniform with a dinosaur on it, and it has green plastered over on one arm, and it has like the image of a dinosaur. So this one looks like Alder's, like, you know, Zord and his dinosaur on it. And you don't recognize who this is. And Doctor, you there? Your character?
Yes.
Your character has been, after your predecessor left his role as a ranger after the incidents at Riverside and all of that, you were the ones that Tommy Oliver was planning initially to choose as a ranger. And after your predecessor gave up his coin, you were brought in during that period of time and trained by Tommy, sort of like getting used to the more like morphing, you know, everything like that, and future plans, which also includes that after Squadron was compromised and identities were leaked, there's there's this idea that Ancient Charge, Shinobi Charge, will probably go public, and you were given uniforms for that to sort of standardize yourself, kind of like SPD. And you were sent in because in-game time, like real world time, back in the real world, like where everyone else is from, or where you came from, there's a strange anomaly at the racetrack that they were at with Dustin and Blake. So those two were Thunder Ranger and Ninja Storm Ranger, and you were sent in to investigate why they were missing. And it was discovered that something sucked them into a different dimension, different world, basically, and it's connected. And as you went through, you made contact with the Haley of this world. And she was very helpful. Managed to track down everyone in basically about a day. So you've only been here a short while, but everything is like the reverse of where you've come from. And you see the Ancient Charge Rangers come in, you know, they're in their civvies, you know, and then you see Shinobi Charge coming in from the back.
So, no offense, Haley, and whoever you are, but how did you know we were going to be there? And
Oh.
how do you know that we're from a different reality, I guess?
I can answer the latter. the racetrack you were all at, there was an anomaly. While I was training, you all got sucked here. And to explain me and this, he thumbs his uniform. I'm your new teammate. You
I
and
knew what now?
new teammate. Technically, I was one of the ones that was supposed to be Ancient Charge in the first place, but here we are.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to request you to stop there and backtrack a bit. What do you mean by that specific sentence?
Which one?
You were supposed to be the part of the team originally.
According to Tommy, I was one of the ones that was chosen to take the power coins of Ancient Charge.
Yeah.
These three found them, and that's why they're here.
We kind of maybe stole these, and he holds up
I'm
his.
sorry, you did what now?
It was it.
Stole in Tommy's word was a bit strong.
I will step in.
Acquired them.
Mine was
by-
given.
No, yeah.
Yours.
Artemis got hers fair and square.
Thank you.
The original three. They are the ones.
The
that
other three of us fell in a
acquired
hole.
power. The Morphin Grid chose them instead of Tommy's picks.
The morphing grid chose them, and the morphing master chose you. And he points over.
I never said it was
to-
going to make perfect sense, but that's what Tommy told me.
Oh, well, today's just full of surprises then, I suppose.
Oh, another
Isn't it?
surprise.
Great.
Ancient Charge. We're going to be wearing these from now on.
The jackets.
The jackets, yes.
How tacky are they?
Yours is white and his is orange. So
No. I'm a player asking. How tacky are they?
Well, I see. It's probably like early 2000s jackets.
They're very similar to sort of like aesthetically they're kind of similar like in make to like the SPD uniforms, but like in terms of design, I know you guys seen Abba Ranger, but it's kind of, it has like the picture of the dinosaur on it and the color of it.
Um,
I'm getting strong
I'm
wild
getting
hogs vibes.
I'm Artemis is looking at that jacket going.
Ozzy's
I'm gonna
Ozzy's
fix
excited by
that.
the thought of
That's
it.
not- no,
Ozzy likes this a lot.
plan is for
that
we
does
need-
not go
we need
with any
uniforms.
of my outfits. No. Mm-mm.
How is
Makes me
is
glad we
the-
have the Hurricaneer themed outfits.
Anyway,
question?
so
How are the jackets going to work with the whole secret identity thing? Because they're
We're going
kind of.
public.
We're doing what now?
The plan is going public after everything that's happened.
excellent.
You said
Okay
both-
then.
I
you said
think
both teams.
okay. Can we put a pin in the going public and everything else?
That is the
First
complete
order of
opposite.
business. First order of business. Getting back home.
Seconded.
Agreed.
So, can we figure out where we are and how to get back home first? Then have
I
this
think you've
discussion?
already figured that out by now. We're in a mirror universe.
Well, yes. Okay. So that one's good.
Out of character.
Getting back home.
Sorry, out of character, if I may. Doc, how do you pronounce your character's name again?
Ewan.
That's Ewan. Thank you.
Ewan.
I'm a-
Like
it's
Ewan
a-
McGregor.
Yeah. It's just
Like
I'm a stickler for
Ewan.
pronouncing names
Ewan.
properly. Ewan. Gotcha. Thank you.
You in deep shit, boy.
We all are.
Anywho.
I'm getting the newspaper.
Newspaper?
I'm going to hit Kioske with it.
I didn't say it out loud. I wasn't in character when I said that. What the fuck?
Anyway.
Yosuke is just like, what was that for?
So Haley, what is the situation in this unit?
So, for base off from what I was told, our worlds are different from from major events occurring, but it's pretty much rolling out the same. Power Rangers, appearing with Zordon up to the current day. Though, in current day, everyone is, well, the opposite of everyone. So it seems like there were some major differences. So it seems like whatever has connected your world to my world brought you in here with some sort of purpose. And I think I know what that purpose is. And she starts typing a bit more, and then she presses a button on her keyboard. And on one of the screens on the wall, a giant map, like this like global map, pops up, and you see Blue Bay Harbor, and you see Reefside appear, and there's these pillars that are extending upwards, well, almost like energies. They're like pulsing. Is probably what's keeping you here. I don't know what they are, but my analysis tells me that they appear to be some type of morphing energy pillars.
So something
Interesting.
from the grid itself.
Hard to say, but it has substantial similarities. I've run some analysis and tests, and it seems like these pillars are what's rooting you to our world and our world to your world temporarily. Sort of like welding two things together, right?
So here's the problem that we run into on our world. Our world is being ransacked by this, I don't know, I guess you could say group
Alien
or
Armada, more like it.
Yeah.
of Psycho Rangers, and they've been conquering realities from what we've found out. So us being here, and if this hasn't happened to your world, could put your world in extreme danger. So if that's what you think we need to go to, then we probably want to get there quick.
Right, if your world's in
Agreed.
danger. On our world, we haven't had a major invasion like that, though everyone's basically in training for the next possible alien invasion. I think somewhere there's a new ranger team. I haven't been keeping up with them, though. They're the ones currently fighting off a new force, though. I need to double check on my sources of what they're exactly fighting, but we haven't had a big invasion like what you're talking about. They're attacking another city, and their ranger team is dealing with them.
Well, if
Though
if
I
it's
think the
anything
longer we
like
keep that
ours,
door
that's
open,
not good.
Yeah, it could be a route for them trying to invade from your world. And I think the sooner we can get you back to your world to help defend it, the sooner our worlds will both be safe.
I have a theory to propose. What if these people that are invading our universe are coming from another universe that are being, as you said, quote unquote, welded? If the universes are being fractured and clashed together into one another, it would make sense to say that a universe that had the Rangers fail to defeat, case in point, Lothor, and then he somehow made it to our universe. It makes sense that we see generals from pasts, but at the same time, Lothor didn't have that kind of ability even when he had the Ranger powers. It doesn't make sense how how he or I believe your predecessors had Mesogog.
Let me put this into perspective, if I can. Um, while we were in the morphing grid, we came out on a messed up world where the Rangers took over and killed the other Rangers.
You're speaking of Draken, are you not?
When he
I don't
hears
know
that,
anything about that.
when you say that name, Ozzy gets a terrified look on his face.
Dare immediately puts a hand on Ozzy's shoulder and he says, "Calm yourself. It is only by mention, not by vision.
All I know is this green, gold, whatever ranger killed ours, and I plan on getting stronger to take the fight back to him.
See,
Don't know his name, never was told his name. We've been running too far to do any sort of analysis or look into or anything like that. Hell, I don't even know anything about this Project Squadron besides the one mission that I did with a group of them.
I think
Other
that's
than
questions for
that,
later.
I saw them
in
at the
comedy.
funeral. That's it.
I think this is concerns for later.
agreed.
Right now, we need to close this door
Yeah.
before things from our world start leaking over here, and this world does not seem to be in the position to defend themselves like we are.
So can we teleport there?
Haley begins typing. We currently don't have a teleportation system up and running, she goes, unfortunately. Though, the good news is that these pillars don't seem to be expanding, and it seems like they're attuned to each of your unique morphing grid signatures. So if you're able to reach the pillar, each individual colored one responds to your specific color spectrum and team. You may be able to attune with it and close the pillars. Now, once those pillars are closed, I'm getting another faint reading from somewhere in the city. That might be the portal that's currently being suppressed that'll lead you back. Though it seems like it's unstable, so once that's done, you need to immediately head over and go through, otherwise you'll be stuck here.
How far away are they?
So there are 3 pillars here in Reefside and 3 pillars in Blue Bay Harbor. It looks like it corresponds to each individual member of the team. So one for you, and she looks over at Agent Charge, and one for your team, looks over at Shinobi Charge.
Well, I'm glad there's none in my home city, at least.
So, bit of a run. We have something we can drive. What kind of distance are we talking about?
So the leash located in the cities, well, the team here is currently using their bikes, so I guess you could borrow them. They have an auto return feature I can activate.
Okay.
It would make
I
some sense.
say we morph before we go.
Agreed.
Are we even able to?
Yeah,
Good
say
question.
Let's try.
they. No harm in trying.
That's fair. Actually, I have a question. Looks over to Yuan. Does the suit change, or did nothing really happen since our departure? Because I'm curious if their uniforms, like their morphed uniforms, mind you, have any alterations now.
No, the ranger forms are the same. It's just this jacket that's changed.
Audibly, like he audibly boos. It's just like, no disrespect to the 3 of you, but your ranger uniforms seem so unoriginal. I'm sorry.
Not all of us can be ninjas.
Oh no,
Although
ours
it
look
could
drab
be.
as well.
Their hair just has an
And
eye
you
for
claimed ours
flair.
were boring.
Oh no, I would rather y'all's than ours because ours make us look like we're a bunch of insectoids. Give it great and all, but at the same time,
He's talking
Ew.
about the morphed forms, not the
All right.
jackets.
Well, moving past that,
Shall we?
let's do it.
And Yosuke looks over at Dare and just gives him the nod as he gets into the stance. He's just like, Ancient Storm, Shinobi form.
Ancient Storm, Shinobi form.
Let's charge in. Ancient powers activate.
Ancient powers activate.
Ancient powers activate.
Boom! You guys go into the close up of the morphing sequence, but it's just like in that the couple episodes of Dino Thunder. It's like sped up, and then you guys morph, and then as you morph, Like you merge out, you're morphed, everything feels normal, and then your colors like fade to a dull gray, and then you're demorphed. And then there's a giant, and then everything begins shaking,
What's happening?
and then it stops.
Okay, Ranger forms out.
So,
We're doing this old school.
so
We're doing this old school.
it must mean that the morphing grid probably can't handle two of the same.
As you say
Two
that,
of the
you
same
see
folds.
on the screen that was showing the pillars. The moment you morphed, the pillars suddenly spiked in energy. So like it was like a pillar, then it started like going all like spiky, and then it stops. Then it goes back to normal after a little bit after the rumbling. It looks like every time you morph, the pillars absorb your energy and begins funneling it somewhere. I'm not sure.
That's cute. All right.
That'll be why.
Well, let's ride.
Do we know which pillars are attuned to which spectrum?
He says, on the bikes, I'll set the coordinates for each of your pillars. So everyone in Ancient Charge here is in Reef Sides, and everyone's in Shinobi Charge is in Blue Bay Harbor.
Or GPS is set up. Just follow the direction.
Yep, she says, pretty much.
Wait, if I may interject, I just had a thought. What if this is true reverse? So Ancient Charge would be Reefs or Blue Bay, and then we would be here in Reefside.
Haley,
What do you
can
mean?
can you tell from the coordinates which color pillars are in which areas?
Yeah, I can do a quick thorough scan. She was typing some more. The screen changes and it begins showing each other's colors. Huh, you were right. Looks like it was reversed. I wonder what would happen if you guys went to the wrong one and attuned with it. Well,
We presumed
I'd
that we
rather
would
not
we would
find out.
attune to the other person. Ooh, that's a dangerous thought. No, 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 no. And Dare just
I
goes
would
on a
say-
tangent of that.
Probably very bad things.
No,
Yeah,
Out of character. I honestly would find that absolutely hilarious if suddenly like the whole suits completely changed for all of us.
All right.
I
so
wouldn't.
a little
I
bit
wouldn't suggest
longer
trying
drive for
that.
us.
Rangers who try to collect too much power tend to lose themselves to it.
Yeah, no,
True.
obviously, but I was just like I thought that would be absolutely hilarious if just like Dare finds himself wearing Ozzy's uniform and vice versa, and then Kyosuke is. It was just like the
Right.
full spectrum of that. It's just like that would be hilarious to me.
The
So a
sooner we
little
get this
bit-
done, the sooner
A
we
little
all
bit
get
longer
back home.
drive for
so.
us. So
Yeah.
let's head out.
Alright, let's go.
all
We
right.
also must suggest that we don't split the team.
Well,
Five.
To go individual.
We have
Yeah,
to
I
go to
think
separate
it's-
cities.
Oh, it's
we're all
Yeah, separate
going-
Yeah.
cities.
We're not just splitting the team. We're going alone to our
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
towers.
We'll be grouped up when we get to the different cities, but from there, we're gonna have to go hoof it alone because of the. Haley, real quick, roughly how much distance is between each pillar?
Looks like the pillars are located in different districts of each city. So,
As we thought.
I
We
should
don't
be
know
able
what
to catch
happened
up
And
to
you
you.
said
Kyosuke.
of them
you said the portal to go back is in the middle.
it's in the middle. So looks like it's probably in the middle of a highway. So once it opens, you better hoof it fast before SPD shows up. Our SPD.
Oh,
They're-
I feel absolutely great about this. Nothing's gonna go wrong at all.
No, yeah. There definitely won't be mooks waiting for us at that portal.
Yes.
What's wrong?
Always expect the unexpected.
Let's go ride.
All right.
Player to DM. So inspiration that works out of Ranger form too, right?
I believe so. It doesn't say it has to be morphed.
Yeah, it doesn't say. So,
Fair enough.
He's going to go to
No.
Artemis, and he's just going to like offer his hand.
Go sleep.
he takes it.
And he take like instead of the hand, like a normal handshake, he's like, no, 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 no. And then this is like the warrior class where he's like grasps her forearm.
What's wrong?
And it's just like fly true, fly fast. and inspiration for you.
Well, if we do run into trouble, I always come prepared. As he kind of pats like his like a little pouch that he has like on a side pocket.
Power Rangers go.
That's I don't even want to know.
I'm a ninja, aren't I? Out
Alright.
of character. Kyosuke always carries kunai on him
He's hungry. He wants to
whenever
cook
they're in
dinner
like
or
the
something.
dojo area.
Okay. All right. Let's hop on these bikes and blow this popsicle stand.
Go.
I don't know about that. That doesn't sound too. This is a home for somebody. I'm overthinking it. Don't mind me.
We're not actually blowing anything up, at least on purpose.
I know. I'm just.
It's okay. He's not actually doing it like he broke the brake earlier. That's fine. Oh, and then he'll add on that
And
note,
we
he'll
ride.
on that note, he'll kind of turn around and look at Haley and be like, "Oh, the lever on the cart is broke. You might want to get that checked on."
Started up, already moving.
Yeah, Ozzy's gonna put on a
Left
helmet,
this
climb on a bike.
conversation 5 minutes ago.
It does inspiration consume a PowerPoint by chance?
Nope.
It's a free action.
Oh, sweet.
The free action. You can give it whenever, every round.
Yep.
Broken.
Yep, 100%.
And that's why I chose that.
We'll hop on our bikes and we'll head out.
Which means ancient charge as we're driving, you always have inspiration.
Well, but the issue is like we're going to be pretty far apart.
Doesn't matter. All I got to do is say something positive.
That's pretty much
Oh,
it.
yeah, we do have
we'll be traveling. Go ahead.
I said we can't communicate. I forgot about that part.
I was gonna say we're traveling to the cities themselves as a group, but it's just once we get into those cities is when we have to
You
separate.
are already
We're
in.
charting to 2 different
You're
cities.
already in the city. We're the ones leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're staying
So-
here and just going
Yeah.
to your pillars. We're going to
Peace
your
out, Girl
cities,
Scout.
our
We left
pillars.
I left 5 minutes ago.
Ozzy puts on like a motorcycle helmet, revs the engine, and takes off after her.
Safety
Yeah.
first.
Kyosuke will
just
give
thinks
like a
She's already put that on and just
Kyosuke will give like a respectful bow to Haley and just hop on the bike, put on the helmet, and Head out.
There would follow suit.
Alrighty. So, which
Careful
which group would like to go first?
flip a coin.
I'm ready to
Wanna
roll.
roll for it?
Let's do it.
I was going to suggest we let the bigger team go first because
fair
they have the journey and everything. That's going to take. It's going to be a bit of
Yep.
rolls.
Tis true. Tis true.
All right.
Right. Ancient Charge, you're going first.
Yes.
It takes you a little bit. You're driving along with the bikes. You're on a special route. And you merge in Blue Bay Harbor around noonish. As you arrive, you can definitely feel like something calling out for you.
I think we stop here and Artemis flips up her visor. Okay, gentlemen, I think this is where we split.
He holds out a fist. And
Good
just
luck.
waits.
Good luck. Watch your backs.
May the power protect you guys.
You as well. Ewan, you all right?
Yeah, better than ever. Let's go.
All right. As she leaves, you guys have an inspiration, so P4 when you need it. And she'll go to the GPS spot marked on hers. Flips her visor back down.
Ozzy will do the same.
All
He's
right.
off to his pillar.
As you guys begin driving off towards your colors, Ozzy, we're gonna start with you.
All right.
Your GPS takes you into the heart of downtown Blue Bay Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're driving along, your GPS reports that as you're driving by, there's a lot of, you know, it's reversed. So on the other side is the restaurants you're familiar with, and the other side is the other side, right? It's flipped. And as you drive, you notice that
the great tour guide
yes,
is not here.
the great tour guide is not here. And I think he would be horrified to know that everything's been switched around. So nothing's the same. Probably.
He would just muse to himself. Could
Sprouts.
really use dare about this time.
I mean, he's got
Sushi
the
place is where
GPS.
the Swifties should be.
And as you're driving
Hey,
along,
factory.
the GPS begins to like pulse, and as you see on the map, nearby is where your pillar is. And you look around, and in the middle of everything, you see what appears to be some sort of building in downtown. It looks super out of place. It looks like it's some sort of broadcasting news, and you see it has this giant no one's like paying attention to it. Like there's this giant like energy, this pillar, sort of like semi-solid but it's kind of transparent on the roof of it. Everyone's ignoring it.
Oh, there are people around?
Yeah, there's plenty of people downtown just walking around, but they don't seem to notice it.
Ozzy, is there like he's gonna walk around the building with the pillar? Is there like a ladder up the back, like a fire escape or something, that he can climb up to get to the top, or does he have to go through the building?
Yeah, it's not one of those where they have like the fire escapes and right. It looks like to be like some sort of like newscasting station. So there's like it has tons of floors and it just looms upwards, and it's just located like here in downtown. Looks like you're gonna have to somehow get in.
I'd say can't morph, so I can't jump super high.
Jump, climb, jump, climb.
Yeah. Ozzy's gonna just. Is there a back door?
You look around and there is a back door. There appears to be no one guarding it.
He's gonna try and open it.
You go and open it. You go and like move the handle to get into the back. This is probably where like all the other employees who can't park out in the front, have to go through a little back entrance. And as you jiggle the knob, it looks like it doesn't open. As you see next to it, there's a key card reader.
He's gonna look at the key reader and go, "Oh," and then try and kick the door in.
As you go in and kick the door, you hear someone go, "Ah, you must be the new guy."
He's gonna take a minute to steal his nerves. Yeah, yes, that is me, the new guy, trying to get in. I don't have a key card.
Looks like you forgot your card, huh? Looks like we're about to start soon. So I'll open the door for you, but don't tell anyone about this, right? You forget your card, they're gonna scold you, and since you're the new guy, they probably put you up on like aftercare duty, cleaning up the place once we're done with recording. He walks over.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
He walks over. He pulls out. He's wearing a beanie, and he has like a full suit on, but he has like a beanie on. His hair is kind of long. He pulls out like his key card and just slides it through. Yeah, and the door just like swings open. After you, rookie.
He goes in and finds the closest set of stairs and starts running up it.
That's the spirit. You hear him say as you begin running up the stairs. How far do you want to run up?
As far as I can.
Yeah, you've been running up. The stairs go in, like you go up, you turn, then you go up, then there's a landing, then you turn, then you go up, and there's a ton of floors, and you're like, give me another brawn.
A brawn?
Yeah.
And this is a downshift, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you're still tired.
That's an auto fail. I'm pretty sure.
I believe you can also
Yeah.
use a story point to roll with a D2, but then that would put you at a regular D20.
You also have your inspiration die.
That's true as well.
Oh shit! Right. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to use a story point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a story point. 1 upshift, 1 downshift. It would still be rolling at normal, right?
Mhm.
In theory.
Okay. It's a 15, and then plus a 3.
All right, so that's a 18.
Yep.
And you begin running up and up and up, and you ignore the fatigue you had to like hold the rope in to stop the cart, and you make it to the very top of the roof. It takes you like a good amount of time to get there. You've just been running up and up and up instead of taking the elevator. And when you get up to the top, there's a you see a window that like looks out into the rooftop. Then there's a door that's just closed, and then there next to it, where you emerge out with from the stairs, there's an elevator. It's closed.
Ozzy's kicking himself for not seeing the elevator, but he's gonna go through the door to the roof.
Yeah, as you head to the door, to the roof, and you go in and open it, you walk out and you see the semi-transparent pillar, and as you approach it a little bit, you can see it begin to glow and with the color, and you see your morpher that's currently in its like unactivated form with a coin in the middle begins to sort of like glow and warm up a bit.
That seems like a good sign. He's gonna continue.
As you continue and get close to it, almost where you're able to touch it, looks like you have to hold your morpher up to it. You hear South goes, "Hey kid, you're going the wrong way. This is the rooftop."
I'm ignoring him.
And yeah, as you like walk forward, hey yo, you don't have to do this. And you hear sounds of like running footsteps from behind you.
Yeah, I do.
What would you do?
I'm going to reach out with the arm that my morpher is on, and touch it.
Roll me athletics, and then brawn.
Athletics.
Yep.
Oh, please don't jump. It's worth it.
Everybody do the flop.
Oh my god.
You just started this job. It can't be that bad.
All right, roll me brawn.
But the job is paying in literal peanuts.
All right, so here's what happens. You you begin like quickening your pace. You hold up your hand that has the unactivated morpher on it, and the man from before like sort of like goes in like grabs you from behind. He's like, I don't know, he must be thinking of something else other than what you're trying to do, and then you feel your morpher make contact with the pillar, and then a giant surge of energy surges through you into the pillar, and then back and forth, and then there's this giant crack, almost like a sonic boom, as like you see from the pillar, energy just pulses out and explodes, and then you're sent flying back beyond the roof along with the man who was holding on to you, who was flung off.
I'm
got Shazammed.
Civilian casualties for days.
Can I try and morph in like the split second that this happens?
Yeah, so you're flung back and you're gonna morph. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, as you morph, you feel everything's normal now. There's no dulling, there's nothing. You morph as you're flung backwards, off the roof, and the man's flung with you a little bit of ways.
Can I try and like maneuver it so that like I'm like I land like on my feet and I catch him.
All right, roll me an acrobatics.
I'm on.
Where did you
No.
put all your points? Jeez.
Oh,
Might. They're all in might. They're
Oh my
all in might.
god.
roll me a brawn.
Yeah, we had this conversation beforehand. I
Oh
think.
my god, dude.
Yeah.
Great.
Uh,
I love this.
you
I love
snap.
everything about this.
You twist your body, angle it to where you go in and grab the man mid air, and as you try to like land on your feet, like he's like freaking out and struggling with you. Oh my god, I'm going to die. You twist your body and try to land on your feet as you begin plummeting towards the ground, but you quite don't make the landing. Instead of landing on your feet, you're sort of like wrestling this guy. He's like freaking out, and you manage to keep a hold of him just barely as you feel the impact as you slam and hit a news van. As you hit it, create a giant indentation and sort of roll off of it. You feel the pain rack through you. You take a point of damage.
Okay. Are you okay, sir?
The man is unconscious, and his name tag rolls out, revealing his name,
What is it?
Devin Del Val, or how do you pronounce it? Devalle? It's Spanish, or I think.
Okay. I'm gonna do the thing. Is he human?
He is human.
All right. I'm going to let me. It's. Hopefully, I can roll better. Gonna make my survival check. There we go.
Yeah, you
He-
get
he's
doing
healed for 1 hit point.
yeah, you get doing like first aid, and he seems a bit fine. And you hear the noise. Everyone's like, "What was that noise?" And you see people running out. It's like, "Oh my god, it's a Power Ranger!" And he says, "Get the news cameras rolling. What's going on?"
Is the bike nearby?
It is nearby. You landed on a van and out on the front. So yeah, it's nearby.
Yeah, Ozzy's gonna hop on and drive to where he needs to go.
All right.
Goodbye.
Oh my god, I just remembered who Devin is. Oh my lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
One of the high school student, like the journalism shit that was
The
always
kid
like,
from
yeah,
Dino Thunder.
from Dino Thunder.
Always had the camera on him because he was always filming.
Yeah.
The
From Dino
gloves.
Thunder, yeah.
Yeah, as you drive off, the camera shifts over to you, O'Brien. You're driving and driving and driving, and you make it towards what appears to be in the industrial area, filled with warehouses and the sort of Blue Bay Harbor. You see there are boats coming in. You hear the sounds of a bell ringing, incoming cargo and stuff like that. And you sort of stop outside. There's a no trespassing sign.
Gotta follow the rules.
Hopefully,
See
I'm
ya.
not going to be
Have
here
a nice
long
day.
enough to be prosecuted for this. I need to get to that tower. And he goes and find a way in.
All right, roll me. Was it infiltration? It's the stealth skill.
Yep.
One skill you don't hear often.
Oh my god.
Wow,
I rolled a 20 and an 18.
Are you sure you're not a ninja?
Christmas.
I know you said
No.
earlier you weren't.
He's got
I'm
to
not
be
a
the ninja in
And
disguise.
he's a pretty well built guy. So him speaking is not easy.
Yeah,
Them people in there were oblivious as fuck.
yeah, O'Brien,
Dude,
you.
I built Ozzy for combat.
Yeah, O'Brien, you begin moving through the in between the warehouses, people working, vehicles coming and going with cargo. You even like have to take a detour route to sneak in through like the harbor area where the boats are coming in because people are just at work. It's like middle of the day, basically, almost lunch. People are going lunch. People are coming or having lunch on site, and you manage to do your damnedest to go in. And then you feel something calling out to you. This must be the pillar. As you approach, and you reach what appears to be like the center area. of this entire complex. It's a warehouse.
Let's go approach the pillar.
So you're outside of the warehouse, but you feel it coming in there. You don't see anyone there, but the door, like the door to the front, is like slightly open, like the big doors. And as you sort of walk in, you hear like immediately you hear the sounds of people talking. It looks like the workers are in here like having lunch, and you know you're still hidden. There's like a bunch of like stuff that needs to still finish moving around, a bunch of cargo, and you see sort of a little bit ahead. Looks like the eye of the either haven't noticed it yet or they can't see it. Is this like pale, semi-transparent looking like roundish pillar. In the middle of all of these workers.
In the middle of them all. Of course it is. Well, let's just gotta head towards the pillar, so let's go.
Sir, you're trespassing on government property. This is Area 51. I'm gonna need to see some ID.
As you
I'm one of
begin,
the top men.
you begin walking towards like the pillar, right? And the people, the workers are just eating. They're sitting down and like they look at you. One looks at you, goes, "Hey, what are you doing here? You're not a worker here."
No, I'm an inspector. Surprise inspection.
Roll me,
Go about your business.
roll me a persuasion with a downshift of 2 because you're clearly not in uniform as well.
Would that be persuasion or deception?
Persuasion,
That's what
Downshift too. So
persuasion or deception, either way. But yeah,
vision. That's it.
I mean, you did all right with the infiltration. Let's see if we
Yeah,
can go 2 for 2.
I would normally be rolling with a D4 for persuasion.
Well, not anymore.
No, just a flat roll. That puts me down to a 0.
Well,
So
you
that
did
die.
all. I mean, you had a snag and infiltration. Did all right. Let's see if you can get 2 for
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
Also, remember
should be
you also
fine.
still have your
Oh, yeah,
inspiration,
inspiration. Yeah.
you would be at a D2
Yeah.
instead of
D2? Okay.
just a regular D20. You also have a story point too.
Yeah.
Scared that we have 3 story points and Rye has like 7.
Yeah, this will be fine. I'm going to spend a story point for Edge.
I'm
Already.
scared.
They all look at each other, you know, as you say that, and he goes, "Huh? And that get up? You sure?"
I'm just here to inspect how the cargo is being laid out, not the workers.
All right, roll me a deception now.
Just a normal deception? No
Normal
downshifts?
deception. No downshifts.
Okay.
You can still.
So would you like to use your D4?
Yes.
All right, roll me a D4, please.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, they look at each other and they go, maybe a toy inspector, and then, you know, they sort of like begin moving away from the pillar. Sort of like maybe they're gonna go eat their lunch off somewhere else in the warehouse or something, but no one's here anymore.
Good. That worked out. That worked out better than I'd hoped. And I'm going to touch the pillar.
Roll me a brawn.
All right.
You hold up the hand that has the morpher, arm that has the morpher on it, and you touch it to the pillar, and the pillar immediately like lights up, solidifies into your color, your spectrum color, begins to pulse, and it starts to send out waves of energy. The energy comes out from your morpher into the pillar to your morpher, and it just repeats that, and then a giant crack, and you're sent flying back. You sort of go in and hit a cargo container and sort of like fall to the floor. And as you do, and as that happens, you slide down. A little bit of aching on your back. You hear someone go, "I knew it! I knew he wasn't an inspector. Good thing I caught security earlier." Then you hear the sounds of a siren wailing.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Release the dogs.
Yeah. He's gonna get up, slightly groggy from that hit. Yeah, you caught me. Are you really gonna press charges on a Power Ranger? And he morphs.
You Morphin, it says, "He's a power. He's an evil ranger. He's trespassing and robbing us. Ah, call SPD." And you hear the sounds of them just run off and flee.
Well, at least my way out is clearer. And he heads back the way he came.
You head out the way you came. The sirens are wailing. You see workers just running. They look at you and they're like, "Oh no, it's them!" And he just think it'll be just being taken off running. Security guards, or like, they see you. They look at their they look at their batons and they're all like, they just shake their head at one another and just retreat, yelling over the radio.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And as you get on your
As
you get back on your bike, you hear the sounds of something in the air, almost like a supersonic boom. That you see coming in the distance. You know from your Earth that this is an SPD air patrol vehicle, and it looks like a mass-produced one as well. And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's SPD! Finally!"
Yeah, I'm just getting out of here.
You rev the engine and begin taking off. And we have the scene shift out from O'Brien to Artemis. Artemis, your GPS takes you to Blue Bay Harbor's quarry area on the outskirts. You drive out, arrive at it, and you see that they're down in the quarry. There's like this, like the earth is uneven, but in the center there's like this part that's sort of upraised a bit, whether it's from erosion or them just packing the quarry for with them digging and stuff. You see this semi-transparent pillar, and along with it, you see what appears to be workers hard at work. There are like buildings and stuff on the outskirts of it. The inside is where they have the big machines like digging.
Do I see a hard hat around?
Yeah, when you arrive, you do see a hard hat.
Excellent. I'm gonna pick that up and start walking towards the pillar.
Yeah, as you begin walking towards the pillar, you don't really get much side glances. People are just hard at work. They want to get the job done. It's hard rolling stuff. You hear the sounds of machinery, and as you're heading towards the pillar, it's up on this part that's sort of upraised, and you see someone who looks important up over there next to it, like looking out. He's like barking out orders, and he goes, "Well, we need the quota done by today." He goes, "Otherwise, we're gonna get our funding cut." "No, you, Mickle, don't slack off. Don't go sleep behind another crate, I swear."
She just continues walking to the pillar. She's not paying attention to anything else.
Yeah, as you begin walking up to the pillar, there's like this little like path that goes up that they carved out. You walk up and you begin heading towards the middle, and then it's someone else, another worker, but like he suddenly appears out of nowhere, and he goes, "Hey, I need someone to operate this machinery for me while I go and use the restroom a bit. Can you operate it quickly for me?"
No, I have something that I have to do real quick over here.
"Oh, come on, just a little bit. It'll only be a minute."
No can do, sir. Gotta keep on my target. We gotta make quota. Didn't you just hear? Kept walking.
And as you walk, you see you see the pillars up close to you, right next.
She She's just like, she looks at her morpher and she's just like, now's not the time to start talking. And she just touches it to it.
All right, roll me a brawn.
Okay.
Wow, better than I expected.
14.
You managed to reach out with your arm that has the morph on it and you touch it to the pillar. The pillar lights up with your spectrum color, turns solid, pulses, and you see energy being like releasing from your morpher to the pillar, then the pillar to your morpher, and releasing more as it causes this giant sort of like crackling sound as the sky sort of like cracks open and you feel the rush of energy come back to you, and then a rush of energy just explodes outwards. You're able to stand on your feet. However, that's when the chaos starts. The quarry begins to cave in on itself as the pillars like source of impact as it was just like on the ground. Once it did that strike, begins to like cause the dirt all around you to soften up and begin just like collapsing in. The rocks on the sides, the quarry are beginning to crack, and it's people are like screaming and running out.
Nobody's really paying attention.
No one really is.
All right. So she'll morph, ancient charge, her ancient powers activate, and she's going to start making sure everybody gets out safely. So whatever time she needs to take and get everybody out, just to get everybody out safely.
All right, roll me in athletics.
Okay. Oh, that was almost an.
Aw, darn. But
Wow.
yeah, it takes you quite a while. Everyone's in like a state of panic. So you have to like some of them are like they're just cowardly, just like hiding underneath their machines or other stuff, which would get them like just crushed. So you have to like pry them out. They're like freaking out. And it takes you a little
Don't
bit of
worry,
time.
I will get you out. Just follow me.
And yeah, and as you do that, you lead what you seem to be the last people out. You know, they're rushing out the front gates. You hear a sound, and then you see in the distance a flying vehicle coming at you. It kind of looks like specialized, some sort of Zord, but you can definitely tell that they probably aren't here to talk.
Up to the portal.
And you hop on, rev the engine, and zoom off to the portal. And next, as this is going, all this is happening like almost at the same time. So we had O'Brien's event happen shortly after Ozzy's event, and Artemis's event it happens shortly after that. So rapid deployment. So now we have Shinobi charge. Dare.
Oh
Yo.
boy, here I go again.
You're new in Reefside, correct?
I would want to say that he would have some kind of like knowledge of most cities around the area because Dare had to go moving from city to city to city from Panorama. But for the most part, yes, he would still be considered new to Reefside.
Yeah, you begin driving on the bike towards your destination, and it leads you to this museum next to the woods outside. There's like a giant T-Rex dinosaur outside, and you don't see the pillar, but you feel like it's there.
If I may interject, I would have wanted to give Kyosuke inspiration before I departed from him.
Okay, all right. I'll let that.
Yeah. So it's a museum. Dare just looks up at it and he goes, "Oh no,
Yeah, you see people
not
coming.
again."
You see people coming in and out. You know, schools on field trips.
Here we go again. Let's go.
I mean, you are the tour guide.
As you head up
I-
towards yeah, I'm assuming you're heading up towards the front of the museum.
That is correct.
Yeah, you sort of like you stop and you see that there's a lot of people coming in and going, like people from other cities, tourists, schools, and you sort of like make your way in inconspicuously. And then there you see it in the center of the giant T-Rex model they have inside that one outside, but there's one inside in the center. You can see a giant pillar coming out from it, semi-transparent.
Just looks up at it for a moment, for a brief moment, and he's just like, "Universe, I don't know what you're telling me, but I don't like it."
The pillar looks like it's on top of the T-Rex's head.
You're saying it's originating from the. Oh. Dare just pauses and looks up at it, and he's just like, "Hmm. All right. So I have to Flintstone something. How in the blazes?"
You can see that there's a second floor to the museum as well, and it's a bit higher. So if you wanted, you could try doing a running jump and then climbing a shorter distance onto the T-Rex's head. Or you could try climbing from the bottom. That might be more stable since you won't be running and jumping off.
Dare ponders this for about a moment, and he's just like, as much as I would want to climb this. And he starts walking over towards the stairs to the second floor.
Yeah, as you walk up the stairs to the second floor, you pass by a museum worker who's explaining like the history of the dinosaurs to a bunch of like eager-eyed kids who are holding what appears to be toys of Power Rangers. They're dinosaur themed too.
Dare just pauses to take note of this, but continues walking forward for his mission.
You ignore them, but you head forward, and there's this little like the second floor sort of angles out a bit where you're able to like walk a little bit closer to the T-Rex to like take a picture with it on the second floor, but not enough where you're able to touch it. You'd have to do a running jump to go successfully grab it.
Is it still a little bit crowded up here?
Not as crowded as the ground floor. Looks like most people are on the ground floor.
Is there a security guard nearby?
Roll me alertness. As far as you can tell, no.
He's gonna back up a little bit. I'll like look around for a little bit and wait for like try to time a straight jog all the way through.
All right, you're gonna do it. You're gonna leap.
The moment that he sees a clearing, yes, he's going to just full dead sprint up and then bolt over the pillar and then like try to jump off at the T-Rex head.
All right, roll me in acrobatics.
Yikes.
All right, now roll me in athletics for climbing. All
Strangely
right.
enough, so much better.
All right. You see clearing, you run, vault over it, then leap off of the second floor. You try to land onto the back of the T-Rex, but you fall a little bit short and like land instead on like a little bit on its side, like not quite near the top. So as you grab hold, you hear people go, "What's he doing?" But you ignore that and push on as you begin climbing upwards onto the back of the T-Rex. It takes you a little bit of time. You hear people shouting, "What are you going to be security? Hey, what are you doing? Get off there!"
He just ignores them completely and keeps climbing upward on it.
Yeah, and as you do, you like get yourself onto the back of the skeleton T-Rex. Gotta be careful where you put your foot; you might fall through. But you might be able to. But now you're on top of the T-Rex's back.
On the one hand, ooh, I'm climbing a T-Rex. On the other hand, oh god, I'm climbing a T-Rex.
Up to the top, looks down at the people, and goes, "Hey, do you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age."
People just
What
can't
Oh, no, wait,
have
that was
all
Arnold.
the fun.
My bad. Thought we were playing Batman there for a
I'm
second.
jealous of Dare that I don't get because I don't get to climb a dinosaur.
But yes, Dare, will you run up and attune yourself with the pillar?
Indeed.
You run
Going
up,
to
keeping your footing, and run up, jump up to the top of the head, and then press your morpher to the pillar. And as you do so, roll me brawn.
Damn.
of all
You
things.
you feel the energy surge from your morpher to the pillar, and it sucks it up, and the pillar solidifies, and then it shoots energy back, and it's going back and forth, and as it's doing so, energy radiates out, and a forest just begins to radiate and pulse it out and push. And as it's doing so, windows are shattering in the museum. People are screaming. You hear metal groaning, and then the dinosaur that you're on begins to crack, and then you feel pieces of it begin to fall. But it's being held up by the wires. The parts that are held up by the wires currently standing on are fine, and then everything just breaks out as boom. There's like a loud crack, and the pillar is gone, and you feel revitalized, and everything is in chaos as the T-Rex that you're on suddenly lurches forward as the wires connecting it to the roof snap, and you're suddenly careening towards the ground. I need you to make me an acrobatics check.
I was actually wanting to try to take again, not necessarily a fumble on this, but I wanted to ride the shockwave and Ninpon's sky dash out of the building.
All right. And as you do so, you utilize your ninja techniques and just zoom. You jump out and away of the thing. As you run off, you're going outside to your bike, or
I'm going to use the narrative action of this and just continue to just go all the way, go all the way to the what I would believe would be the portal to get the heck out of here.
all right. So we're gonna move on from you to
So that's what it's like to be on the set of the Night of the Museum.
we're gonna move to you to Kyosuke.
I'm so
Kyosuke,
nervous I have to use a story point, to be honest.
Kyosuke, you arrive to your destination, the beach of Reefside. You see a pillar out there in the ocean.
He just he stops the bike. He just looks over out across the water. He's like, ah, of course it is. Well, Sensei always said I needed more practice in doing this particular one, I guess. Well, or never. And he'll get off the bike and he'll start walking across the sand, going towards the water. And right as he gets onto the water, he's gonna start trying to kind of use his ninja techniques to kind of walk across the water.
All right, you're gonna use the water walking power.
Yep.
All right. As you do that, you get to walk on water. And as you're doing this, the beachgoers on the shore are like, "What the heck? He's walking on water!" And there's like a mad scramble as behind you, people are pulling out their phones, recording you, taking
Yep.
pictures of you.
He is completely trying to keep his back to the shoreline as much as possible and not turning around. He is just full on just.
And then you see people
face
on
forward.
skis like driving towards you and go, "Hey man, how are you doing that? Is that a new ski or something? A new boat?" And so they drive almost hitting you, very dangerously close, and they're like driving around in circles.
I'm a magician. This is all just an act. It's practicing for a magic show later next week.
Yo, you should come to my kid's birthday party. I'll pay you $5 an hour.
He'll I'll consider it. Let me finish practice and we can talk about it later. And he'll kind of like, as he finishes saying that, he'll like reach out his arm to with the morpher on it towards the pillar.
Roll me a brawn.
Boy, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch. It was on the 19 and went back.
You reach out your morpher and you connect it to the pillar. And then the pillar solidifies and morphing energy comes out of your morpher into the pillar, making it your spectrum color. It shoots up into the sky and the pillar grows, and then it shoots energy back into your morpher, and you feel the impact as the energy coalesces around your arm. It feels like it's surging down. And then there's a big boom as a strike of energy just pulsates outwards with enough force that you are sent flying back, and you see a giant wave of water from point to point of impact just rise up, and the people that are riding skis around you will go, "Oh no!" and they're sucked underneath the water.
Before they get sucked in, right as he's being flown back, he's gonna immediately try to morph and summon his power weapon, and he's going to like try to gather up as much energy as he can to kind of send like a big old like crescent wave of air towards the wave, and just try to like center mass, just to like hit like a big old like blast of air through it to try to like disperse it.
All right, so you're gonna be rolling me a targeting for this since it takes
Yep.
okay. So you're gonna use your free action to morph. So that's 2.
Targeting or finesse because it's with my power weapon.
So you're gonna use your free action to morph. That's 2. You're gonna use a free action to summon a power weapon. So then you're gonna use a standard action to do that. And since the situation is like this, you're gonna get a downshift.
Yep. So my weapon goes off of finesse. Am I still using targeting?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I will definitely spend in the story point to give myself a D2, because otherwise
You also have the D4 inspiration die.
Yeah. So I'll be using both of those. So that's a D6, I think, right?
I don't think they stack.
No. Okay. So just in that
The
case,
D4 doesn't add to your shifts. You just roll D4 and you add the result it gives you. It's like a flat modifier.
Okay. Gotcha. So I'll just basically roll normal with a D2.
And then you roll the D4. And then you add the result of the D4 to your final roll.
This. Well, that's with the D2. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I'll still roll the D4. Holy shit. So 21. Blackjack.
Yeah, so you're going to disperse the waves to save these skiers. Is that what you're doing?
Yep. And then he'll probably just kind of like try to aim his bot, because I imagine by sending out that burst of wind, he's going to send himself flying backwards even farther. So as he's shooting out, goes to shoot out the blast, he like yells behind him, "Clear the way!"
As you do so, you manage to blast away the water away from the skiers, and they're safe, right? They're like, "Oh, where did the water go?" And then as you're blasted backwards from the impact, you see the waves just rush past you towards the shore, and people are running away, and then it impacts it. And then the waves flood back and hit you, and then suck you away from the beach.
Ugh. And yeah, he'll try to, because it's was it bringing me out to sea essentially?
Basically, the waves are rolling back and forth, so they're constantly just slamming you further and further into the water as it picks you up with more force.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to right himself as much as possible to kind of like stop spinning around and try to like, just right himself in the water as much as he can.
And as you do so, after the waves are done, the entire beachhead, along with the little shops they have on the beach near the shore, then the ones like the little boat little shop that's on the water,
Yep.
and then even like the little like nice little reefs you go to. They're all messed up. There are
Yeah.
people like screaming. You hear emergency sirens coming from beyond.
Hmm. No one looks like they're hurt though, right?
A lot
Just
of
like the
people,
building's kind of messed up.
a lot of people, managed to get away, but some of them were a bit
Okay.
too close to the shoreline, so they're like,
Right.
they're currently flailing around when they're getting saved. But a lot of
Yeah.
people are just taking pictures of you right now, saying, "You're an evil ranger. How could you? What did we ever do to you?"
He just sighs and goes to get up out of the water, and he he just looks at the skiers that were almost hit by the waves, and it says, "I hope you're all right. Sorry I made a mess." And he'll start like Ninpo Sky dashing out of there.
All right. All this is happening in conjunction, and the response is just crazy.
Hmm.
Ancient Charge, you're arriving on your bikes to the meeting point on the highway. You're like driving past traffic. People are like shouting at you all. And then you see like in the distance coming in closer these like jumping, like vanishing blurry figures. Then that arrive in like the middle of like this highway. And then you all like go to a stop. You put the brakes on your bikes as a giant portal is just there, suspended in midair.
All right, I guess now we just wait for the others.
Wait for the others. Wait for whatever was chasing after us to make their appearance.
And then that's when Shinobi Charge, you arrive on the freeway, on the highway with everyone else. And as you arrive, the portal begins to like shudder a bit. It's clear. And the moment you arrive, you see what appeared to be an SPD troop deployment vehicle land on the other side, and you see 5 figures emerge out from it, all walking in a line
Oh,
towards
boy.
you. And you hear over a speaker, there's an aerial transport, almost like flying overhead with the SP locals going, "Stop! You violated the law. You evil rangers have been causing untold destruction, property damage, and terror activities against the people of Earth."
Oh, we just want to go home.
Now we can
They
either deal
don't
with
see
that
it.
or we
They're
can
in
take the
between
portal
us
and
and the
be done
portal?
with this.
No, they're coming from the other side. So if you wanted, you could try to fight them, or you could jump in the portal.
No, I'm just jumping in the portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jump.
Josuke will kind of like bow and like apology, and then just leap in.
Ozzy's going to like give like a sarcastic salute, and then just kind of fall backwards into it.
As you do
Yeah,
so, oh, go on.
Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with the police today. My family and the police don't exactly have the best history. And he
Uh,
jumps into the portal.
Kyosuke doesn't have much good vibes with that either, considering his past either. So.
There's probably very different reasons
Oh
between
yeah.
the two of us.
Oh yeah.
And here I was being offered a position in SPD. If I ended up looking like them,
Why
Wait.
do I feel like Dare is just the tour guide / fashion police of our
But
group?
yes, as you
Oh, he's
fall
not
in
gonna
through
like
the
you,
portal,
style.
you begin to like spin around and get sucked into different directions. You see each other, and you guys kind of hit each other also at the same time. And as this is going on, your morph forms dissipate, and you're back in your civilian forms, and you're like flying through empty space, looking at weird stars, and just like all this crazy stuff before you're suddenly deposited out onto the whole cold, hard ground in what appears to be night. Though by night, you see what appears to be orbs, big orbs, circling around you, and in a strange gate, sort of weird structure rise up around you all.
Kind of
Can we
Doctor Who
get-
shenaniganry is this?
A normal teleportation that doesn't throw us on our ass.
No,
I
never.
mean, to be
They're
fair,
working on
teleport.
it.
I
Hmm.
mean, to be fair, teleportation in and of itself isn't normal. To be fair,
Project Squadron's working on teleportation. Like this. Nah.
well,
Get up,
anyways,
stretch. Look at what's rising up.
yeah. Where in the Doctor Who are we?
What?
Oh, somebody had recommended it to me.
Judging by that, I'd ask more where in the Stargate are we?
I
Not
haven't watched that
again.
one yet. I've heard good reviews about it. I still need to watch it.
Depends on your taste. You might want to just skip to Atlantis.
No. And miss all that with Daniel
I
Jackson.
sense I've started an argument.
No.
So this is what you see.
Daniel Jackson's my boy.
Oh, it's fully a Stargate. Okay.
It's full on Stargate.
And
Damn it, I
there
haven't
are
watched it yet.
branches, and on these branches, you realize that these light, like your eyes adjust to the darkness of the light, darkness. You see those orbs appear to be different Earths.
Oh, that's
I've
this is
seen
not good.
I've seen Doctor Strange. We're in the center of the multiverse.
Multi what now?
Yeah, if we
That's
can
just a
get here
theory.
by accident, we
And then-
don't want this door open.
As you're saying that, you says, "But you're gonna have to open it if you want to go home."
Oh gosh,
Who's there?
why it's always somebody that sounds like an idiot, and it's a big monster.
And that voice rings out. We're gonna draw the curtains for this arc as
Damn
we
it.
go into the next in November. As the Rangers will discover what they are meant to be fighting and their new powers after this. Everyone, thank you for coming to watch Power Rangers Ancient Charge versus Shinobi Charge. Thank you all for coming to join. I know it's been a while. In November, we'll be starting back up, but I will be temporarily gone. One of the other GMs, Renderance, will be taking over temporarily for me, but I will be back in December. So November, he will be taking over for me for the new arc for the team. I hope everyone is excited for that. But for now, everyone, let's say goodbye to our viewers.
Bye. We're gonna
Au
be
revoir.
fighting Mr. We're gonna be
Auf
fighting Mr.
Wiedersehen.
Mixoplex.
Yeah.
Mixapitolix.
That's all.
So what we have to
that-
do is just
You
is just
just
the
say
famous
his name. Say his name backwards. That's all you got to do.
Bye.
Simple.
Yes, I'll be ending the stream now.